Well, it's about that time again. That's right, time to get out in the woods, get up a tree, and see if you can't fill up that freezer for the winter. If you're looking for a better, more efficient, and especially lighter way to get in the woods and get the job done, this video is gonna be for you. So we're gonna check out today the new Tethrd One tree step, and if you stick around, I think you're gonna be impressed. So come on back and we'll check them out with us on Trinity Wild. Hey everybody, thanks for tuning into this very, very special video. We are deep, deep, deep in the underbrush because we wanted to make this video as real as possible. Not really, that's my fence. So yeah, we're in the backyard, but I did that for a reason. It's important when you're using, especially a new product, whether it sticks, a climber, a lock-on, whatever you're gonna use out there, get out in your backyard and practice with it. You need to familiarize yourself with that equipment. Don't get up and try to skin up a tree at 4 o'clock in the morning in the dark for the first time with a climber. Most of us have made mistakes in the woods, and we say, you know, learn from your mistakes. Learn from your mistakes. When you make mistakes in the woods, you may not get a chance to learn from your mistakes. Listen, learn from my mistakes. Don't do what I did. Do it better. And go out there, get in your backyard and practice with these things. So anyway, we want to get started with this. The Tethrd One, these are some new sticks for them. If you've ever used a saddle, I've been saddle hunting for 35 plus years. And I've gotten up trees in all manner of ways. This is I wish I'd have had this a long time ago. These things are incredible. So we're going to take a look at them, get them out of the box, and let you see what they look like. So here we got, so what we're looking at today is the 3-pack. Now, I know one of the things that a lot of saddle hunters are doing now is a 1-stick. I don't know that that's something I'm going to do. I understand how it works. I climbed and rappelled, and that was 40 years ago. And doing climbing and rappelling used to make me think, well, this saddle thing, there's got to be a way I could do this. But those rock climbing gear, it is super uncomfortable. So I never could figure out a way to do it. Tethrd did. A lot of other companies did, but I've followed Tethrd for a long, long time. These guys are the best. I met them at the ATA show a few years ago, and at the time I said, guys, if you ever decide to do some retail stuff, please let me know. I would love to be part of that. Well, now they have. So you've got a few companies out there that are doing that, but Tethrd, of course, man, just like they do everything else, they're doing it right. They're doing it really well. So this is the 3-pack. I believe retail on the 3-pack is $349. These things, I absolutely cannot believe how light these are. They literally are maybe, I think, 17 ounces. So literally a pound. It's incredible how light these are. So, and the way they attach together, I'll show you a little closer in a second. They've got the little teeth here that attach back together. So as far as, being compact and be able to pack them in and pack them out, man, these things, they are the bomb. That's so easy to strap to a pack and get in and out of the woods. But let's take a little closer look and see how these things actually work. All right, so you've got the rope on the back. I'm gonna undo that. Again, super, super light rope. These guys, they do it right. Everything they do, they're gonna do top notch. All right, so with the one facing out, I believe a couple of things that they did. The width on this, the sticks that I used to always use are just the skinny ones, and they're not really safe. You can slip. I know how many times I was coming down a tree that was a little bit wet. It started raining, and you can slip and fall. Look at the base on that you can get your foot on. So you got a good hunting boot on. That ain't going anywhere. That looks awesome. All right, so that's just going to go right up against the tree, just like that. Okay. How high do you start? Well, that really is up to you. And again, what I've always done is I look at where I can pick my foot up comfortably. Right there, that's where I'm going to start. And then my next one is going to go, I'm going to measure my foot to knee. So wherever my foot to knee is, when my foot is here, wherever my knee is, that's where the next one's going to go. That's how I measure mine out. You can do it a little bit different. One of the other things, now again, you may be somebody who wants to get really high up in a tree. I don't, just because of the way, again, being in a saddle, I don't have to be 20 feet up a tree because I'm behind the tree. If you don't know about saddle hunting, go to tethrd.com and go just check out the way these guys do things, and there's a lot of great saddle hunting videos out there. Just go check those out if you're unfamiliar with it, because I'm telling you, once you get used to hunting out of a saddle, man, sitting in a lock-on, it's really, really difficult to do. So as we take that, that's going to go up against, they've worked on these here. They used to be kind of rough. A lot of us took the old ones and kind of sanded them down to make them a little smoother. But again, I love the base of that platform. So what you're going to do, hold it right there. We're going to wrap all the way, throw the rope all the way around the tree, and we're going to come under. Again, make sure you're good and solid, under and around. Okay, don't go under anything like that. We're going to come around the tree. Again, I'm going to get just a tiny bit above where the foot is, and I'm going to come up and around. Okay, from there, you're just kind of making a figure 8. Sink that in. It's going to come up into the tooth there, here, around, up, and around. And then I'm going to finish it off here, tie it off to the back, and you're good. And that thing will slide just a little bit, but once it sinks in, it ain't going anywhere. So you can see, I mean, that is solid. It's not going anywhere. Another thing that it's just brilliant. Coming down at night, and you're looking down, you're like, I can't see anything. You've got your headlamp. Always have a headlamp going up and down these trees, even if it's not on, because you get stuck. You can't reach in and grab a light. All you got to do is hit that headlamp if you have to turn it on. If you don't want to turn it on, that's fine. But there's actually on these, the top and the bottom, see that little tab right there? That is a glow in the, not glow in the dark, but that's some reflective tape, so I can actually shine down and see my steps. I mean, these guys, it's not just that they thought of everything, they listen. So when people take, saddle hunting, these guys that saddle hunters, these guys are DIYers like you wouldn't believe. They're constantly making adjustments and doing different things. Well, the guys at Tethrd, they see what people do and they go, hey, that's a great idea. We're gonna do that to our next product. So that's the way that works. And again, I can take 3 and get 12 foot easy, 15 if I stretch it feet in the tree, and that's really all I need. If you wanted a little bit more, take like one of the old sticks like I used to use. That's just a piece of an old standing stick. Put that at the base and just lock that in and go up and now start, okay? I've got another video coming out soon, their new saddle called a lockdown, and I'll show you a little more actuality of getting up and getting down and how we do that very safely. I actually talked to a father yesterday about his son getting into saddle hunting, and he was very concerned about the safety. Listen, I don't feel like there's anything more safe. I've never come close to hurting myself in a saddle. I have nearly killed myself in a lock on, and absolutely nearly died in a climber. So saddle hunting is very safe. Just again, you got to get out, you got to practice, you got to know how to use your equipment. All right, so I'm going to adjust one just a little bit lower, just so I can get down here and you can see. Wrap it around. Again, you can just keep wrapping, throw that underneath, whatever makes you happy. Sink it down first, because let it bite. Like I said, once you get that locked in, that's in. You're not going anywhere. Like I said, with those 3 sticks, I can get 12, 15 feet if I stretch it. A couple other benefits to these type of things that is just stealth. If you belong to a club and you have a sign out sheet and you start harvesting a lot of deer and people see your name and they see where you're hunting. Well, if you're in and out with these sticks, and every time you get in, you get out with your sticks on your back and your saddle on your pants, nobody's going to know where you're at. Even though you may have to sign out and say, I was in, section 19. Yeah, but where? If I know you're in section 19 and I come by and I see your stand, I see your ladder stand, I see your sticks, I know where you're at. And that's kind of been an issue for me in a lot of clubs I've been in. I really miss the days of hunting with my friends and stuff back, 30, 40 years ago, where you could actually sit down at the end of a hunt and have breakfast and talk about, you know, what'd you see, where were you at, hey, you know what, I'm going to be leaving this afternoon, so why don't you hunt down there at the swamp? I've got to stand up. There's a big buck coming in. You know, it's hard to find that these days, and you know, a lot of the joy of hunting is the enjoyment of the people that you hunt with. Sadly, that's missing in a lot of places. So, you know, I highly recommend, before joining a club, before investing what for a lot of us is a ton of money to get in, you know, meet some of the people that belong to it, and that way you don't get in a club and, you know, a few months into joining, or a month into hunting season, you're going, I don't even want to be in the woods with these people. So I'm very blessed to be in a really good club with some really good guys right now. So, but again, you know, don't leave traces. You know, when somebody says, where'd you kill that deer? In the woods. Where'd you catch that fish? In the water. What'd you catch it on? A hook. You just kind of have to cover your tracks these days. But again, I digress. So 17 or so ounces, and we'll give you a little closer look too. That's just a little closer look, and you can see the tabs here. This is where your sticks are going to go together, and that's going to help. And actually, they come in the box. They come with an extra set of those, and they just stack together. And again, super light. I mean, check out that base. I mean, the teeth there. You're not going to slip on that. I don't care if there's a snowstorm that hits while you're in a tree. You're not going to slip on that coming down. Super easy. Of course, I'm going to cut all those tags off. I don't like those there, but again, that's what we're looking at, and it's a great design. Tethrd really knocked this out of the park. Like I said, this is a three pack was $349, and one of the new things is that one sticking, and all you got is this stick, and then a sender and some different things to help you get up and down a tree. Man, you are set as far as just, man, you are a ninja. You're a deer hunting ninja if you're doing that. And that's it for the Tethrd One climbing stick. Hey, if you got some value out of today's video, give us a like, subscribe. That'll really help us out. And if there's something we didn't do, something you'd like to see us do better, or some suggestions of some things you'd like to see us review, just drop us a comment down below, and we'll try to get to them as soon as we can. I will be reviewing the Tethrd One, not Tethrd One, the Tethrd Lockdown, which is the new saddle that they have this year. If comfort is your thing in a saddle, the Lockdown's the way to go. If light and fast is what you're after, the Phantom is the best one to go with. But again, they're great guys. They do a great job, and they've been around in the saddle game a long time. But again, what would you like to see? If there's something you'd like to see us review, please hit a comment down there below, and let us know what you'd like to see. But as always, video's over. Turn off the phone, get out from in front of your computer, get outside, and let's get wild. I'll see you next time. Thanks, and God bless.